Well, something nobody's done here for a while. Central Railway Station. Everybody was here about a year or two ago during the renovations, during the COVID pandemic, when there was nobody much around. Let's have a look now. Well, there's the old concourse. That used to be Hungry Jack's. Uselink is still there, which is that little white sign over there, Uselink. That's the old station master's office there. Well, this is now what they've done. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's white. Ooh, let's even clean that up a bit. Ooh, see if we get the colour come back. Too glary. Oh, it really got glary, didn't it? Oh, hang on a sec. Fix this glare up on the camera. Sorry about that. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Yeah, so this is what they done. Well, they certainly changed it. You now got indicator boards up over here. Above platform 9. Platform 9 is still the original length. And 10 is the original. And platform 8 is still original length. But so now you've got all the indicator boards up here. Whereas in the old days, before they did the modifications, we used to, how was it set up? Let's go over here and let's work it out. We all remember walking around here, and everybody remembers coming past here, and then there used to be a set of stairs going down here and a set of escalators. But they were up there. We used to have a flat floor to over there. Then we went down the stairs and the escalators right up there with that guy who's there in the orange shirt, orange top. Well, they've taken all that floor there away. As you can see there, they've opened that up. That's the old guard's office. What they used to say, look, there you go. There's the old stairs. Look, see, entrance to city trains. That's the old stairs there. They walled it up. So we used to walk in to go down the stairs, see? Now they made an arch out of it. There's nothing underneath. They got rid of all that. And then they took all that concrete here away. And you used to have the newspaper stand over there. And 15 and 14 and 13 over there, which is now going to be part of the metro. It's that heap of junk train that's got no driver. And it's going to start out there near Schofields, and it's going to come right down there through Chatswood. And it's going to come down through the city. It's going to go down through here. And then it's going to go down in the eastern suburbs a little bit, Epsom and Botany Road. And then it's going to take over the Sydenham to Bankstown railway line. And then it's going to take over the Bankstown to Liverpool line via Chester Hill. Then it's going to take a railway line from Chesterfield out to Glenfield, and Glenfield out to Leppington, and then Leppington out through the new international airport. And then it's going to terminate underneath the old bus station depot at St Mary's train station. So it's still not even going to be another full circle railway line. It's still another consistent New South Wales government blunder that they've been doing for the last 200 years. They build all these railway lines and they don't even make a complete circle. So it's the same thing what they did on the old Mudgee railway line. The old Mudgee railway line used to go out to Mudgee, and then it went out to Golgong and turned left and went out that way out to wherever. And that's the metro over here. And then they brought a railway line there from Maitland out there to Muswellbrook, and then the guy privatised and made a railway line from there to Golgong. By the time they put that railway line in, which was goods trains, they closed down the Mudgee railway line because there's no longer mail trains, mail, M-A-I-L, mail, because nobody got on the internet. So, yeah. So there's a little sticky beacon to their work. There we go. Let's see if we can let her disappear there in the elevator. Let's see if we can see something. Here all are, hundreds of workers. And this, of course, is another train line that train drivers don't want because it's a driverless train, which means less jobs. So anyway, yeah, it does look rather pretty, but pretty railway stations don't create jobs. They get rid of them, when you think about it. So anyway, that's what we got. That's a new type of railway buffer now. This is what they got nowadays. They put these buffers on the rails, see, and then they clamp them onto the rail. And you might notice that they're a different type of buffer because these trains here are different as well. So, whether it's a special buffer for this particular train or is it just a buffer that's, oh yeah, no it is, it's for this special type of train, see?
Good afternoon, customers.
There's somewhere there for that there to go into, that hole. And here's our old awning, back from the 1830s or whatever. And of course it's got all that pigeon wire up there.
Final call for the 241 Brisbane Road coaches. Customers wishing to travel to Brisbane, please proceed to platform number 1, service as for boarding assistance.
I love PA systems. I could have muted it, but I thought, no, what's the point? Let you hear it. I thought there's people like walking right next to me with a camera. There you go. Yeah, mate, there you are. You're on camera now. Oh, he wanted to walk right up there next to me. There we go, Town Hall, Martin Place, Kingston, Good Bondi Junction, platform 24, which was there when I was here. 23, which is up the top up here behind, sorry, 25, I missed that. That goes down Cronulla Waterfall Railway Line. Some of them terminate Mortdale, you used to. 23 is the International Airport, Wallay Creek, and out to Liverpool. Out to Macarthur and Sydenham, which is why they go that way. And then you've got Leamington Railway Line via Granville, which has got Ashfield in it. That's sort of like the express railway line for Ashfield, because that's a bigger sort of area. Redfern McDonaldtown, that's the all stations between Redfern and Strathfield. And then you've got the Berowra Railway Line, which is north of Hornsby, and that goes up there by the North Shore. There goes another one. Want to walk inside the camera? Get on your buddy. Yeah, we'll just show you too. And there's the Penrith train line. It's got some Mary Springs Penrith, see? But it doesn't stop all these other ones, it just skips Redfern, Strathfield, Lincoln, Parramatta, Westmead, Seven Hills, Blacktown, Doonside, Ruddiall, Mount Druitt, St Mary's, Warrington, Kingswood, Penrith, whatever, Emu Plains. And then we've got the Hornsby line, which is also up to Hornsby, the same as the Berowra line. That goes up to Hornsby, that goes up the coast. But the Hornsby line through the main north goes out to Strathfield, then turns right and goes up there through West Pennant Hills, as you can see. Then you've got the Circular Quay line, which goes around the city circle. Then we've got the Bomaderry Wollongong railway line. It goes all the way down to Kiama. It doesn't actually go to Kiama. It actually goes to Bomaderry, and you get off and catch a bus. Then you've got Katoomba, which is out the west, right up there to Lithgow, and change out there at Lithgow to go to Bathurst, as you can see on the side next to it. And then you've got Gladys Berejiklian's favourite one, Newcastle Interchange, which everybody hated, and it still is a pain in the arse. Because by the time you go to Hamilton, it used to take 7 minutes to go from Hamilton to the old Newcastle train station. Nowadays you go to Hamilton, then you go to the new interchange station, Newcastle Interchange. Then you've got to get off the train and you've got to walk off from there, way down there, right sort of like over that sort of way, down over there sort of, because I'm not there, I'm not going to travel 2 hours just to show you that. And then you've got to get on a tram, and then it stops 5 stops. So therefore then takes you 30 minutes longer to get there, whereas on the old train it used to take you 7 minutes. So actually, in fact, it takes you 23 minutes longer to go to old Newcastle train station, and the Newcastle tram stops outside the Newcastle train station and goes one more stop, which would be from about here to the end of the platform up there. Yeah, that's all the difference is, from here to that building way up there. So if you can imagine the amount of money it costs to rip out all that infrastructure from Newcastle back down to Newcastle Interchange station, build the new Newcastle Interchange station, build it brand new, because the cost of tracks is the old station or whatever it was, and then on top of that put in that tram and buy the trams for what? To get there 20 minutes later for nothing. What's the difference? Why don't you just leave people on the train? The tram still stops the same stations as the old train, so why don't they just leave it there? But that was Gladys Berejiklian, her bright idea. Another idiot politician, but anyway. Go and look it up. If you don't believe me, go and look up Newcastle and you'll see the old railway station. It turned into a park. Anyway, where are we? Oh, there you go. You are here. There's Eddie. Eddie's a nice fella. Eddie Avenue. Here's the tram, comes down here. Goes down here, goes down George Street. That's the lower tram. The upper tram comes down here and goes down there and cuts across whatever. Yeah, it's all just central. That's just saying you where the walkways are now. You can walk underneath the station. See, from 16, 17 to 23, 24, 25 is over here. There's a concourse through the top up here. And this now here is all changed. You've got the barriers up here. It used to be different. It used to be barriers all along here. And push the barriers out of the road. And now you can just clearly walk around there with more room. It's about the only sensible thing they did do. But at least they never touched this up here. This is the most beautiful old train station. All this here, this clock here was here when I was a kid. I'm over 60. There you go. Oh, it stopped. It's not running. That's when the railways were railways. Yeah, that's when the railways stopped being railways, when that clock stopped. Anyway, there it is up there. It's 20 minutes to 3. That clock there, believe it or not, is connected to every other railway station that has a railway clock on it. And it's all connected. I don't know how they do it, but I learnt that 40 years ago. I asked my father, he said, no, every single clock, even at Dubbo and Broken Hill, is all somehow connected to the major time thing. Nothing to do with Telstra. It's 40 years ago. The railway had its own clock system. A lot of people don't know that. Some have their own parcels and goods and freights, their own mail, their own university, their own doctors, their own dentist. Railways used to have everything. Now they've got politicians and debt, train strikes, train delays, and shitty overseas bought trains. But anyway, me, Mr. Omedoid, looking at beautiful old Central. See you later. No wonder people drive cars.